How would you like your YouTube channel to start earning more money than your current job? Or maybe you just start a YouTube channel and it turns into your full-time job. Well, that is exactly why I created this video, as today we're going to be going over 7 different channel ideas that you guys can start earning some real money. As well as going over different channel ideas, I am also going to give you guys some real examples of these channels because I want you guys to see that these are real possibilities that you could pursue as well. And I just want to showcase that these can be fully achievable just with the correct steps. For example, one of the channels that I'm going to be talking about today has a $10 RPM, and that just means they would be earning around $24,000 a month in just ad revenue. And that isn't even adding on like affiliate marketing or adding courses to your YouTube channel or any of that stuff. That is purely from ad revenue, which is why YouTube is just such a great social media platform to get started with, as you can earn some really good money. But let's just jump into these 7 different channel ideas that I hope can inspire some of you out there. And the first channel idea that I have for you guys is going to be finance. Now you could maybe say that my channel is a finance channel as I talk about different YouTube techniques, well also how to make money with YouTube and how to make money online. My brother's channel could also be a good example as well, as his channel is called Make Money Matt, and I took a lot of inspiration from him and a lot of good lessons from him that he has taught me on how to just grow with a YouTube channel and get going with this. So I just wanted to say a quick little shout out to him, as he has been so helpful to help me learn about all of this. So I found a channel that gets over 1 million views per month, and the channel is called Chris Invests. So with those numbers, he could be making around $20,000 to $25,000 per month. Now, a cool thing with this channel is that it is a faceless channel, so the creator of this channel does not have to get in front of a camera whatsoever, which can be kind of helpful for those days where you just don't want to get ready. But this channel that I found just basically makes different personal finance videos and talks about different keys to success and just how to essentially make money in this day and age. Now you might be wondering, well, if I'm not sitting in front of a camera like I'm doing right now, then how am I supposed to have the knowledge and skill to animate a video? Well, the good news for you guys, it is not as hard as it looks at all. There are so many different video editing softwares that actually have pre-programmed animations that you can use. And some good softwares to use are Doodly and Video Scribe. And you can simply just drag and drop different emotes and make characters do different things. I remember having to use Video Scribe actually for a school project, and it does work very well. Now, a finance channel is particularly a good niche to dive into, and let me tell you why. Well, that is going to be because within the world of finance and money-making content, there's typically going to be a higher RPM. And an RPM is just essentially how much money you make per 1,000 views. So with that being said, we can see that there are more advertisers within this specific niche. And I also just want to note, to start any of these channels that I'm going to be talking about today, you do not have to be an expert in any of them. You just have to know a little bit more than any given person. And you can easily do this by just researching different things on Google and watching different tutorials on YouTube and explanation videos. Now, the next type of channel that I have for you guys is going to be a psychology channel. Now, this is one that does personally seem interesting to me, as I just love learning about the human mind and why people act the way they do. But the channel Brainy Dose is a very good example of a psychology channel. And this particular channel is getting around 4 million views per month. And that can be making them around $20,000 in ad revenue per month. Now you might be wondering if the finance channel that I just talked about is getting around 1 million views per month, but the psychology channel is getting 4 million views per month, and the psychology channel is somehow making less, but they're getting more views. Well, this goes back to the RPM of the video, which again is how much you are making per 1,000 views. So I just wanted to touch base on that again, as I honestly didn't know that was a thing when I started YouTube. I didn't really understand the correlation in the views versus how much money you're going to be making. So I just want to throw that piece of information out there. But this channel just basically talks about anything that has to do with psychology and the human mind. And one of their most popular videos has gotten 11 million views. And again, this channel does not have to show their face at all. But instead of using different animations, this channel just uses different stock footage and then has a voiceover going over this stock footage that is compiled and edited. Now, some good places that you can utilize free stock footage, if this sounds interesting to you, would include places like VidsPlay, Mixkit, and All Free Download. Now, another good example of different psychology channels would also be different philosophy channels. And I'm specifically talking about a channel called Philosophies for Life, and they use different whiteboard animations. And the whiteboard animations are just as easy as doing the other animations that I mentioned earlier in this video, as they just have different pre-programmed softwares that you can utilize so you don't actually have to sit down and animate something. So using different whiteboard video techniques would also work within a faceless YouTube channel. I just want to make sure that you guys have all of this information and all of these options in the back of your head. Now, if you are like me and you watch YouTube a lot, and I mean, YouTube is one of the only streaming platforms that I do have a subscription for because I just love the content and I love making content on it. So with that being said, if you are already spending a lot of time watching YouTube, then you're already kind of learning the roots of YouTube and how to set up a YouTube video, and you're just kind of getting used to the structure and content of YouTube. So if YouTube is an interest of yours and you like watching it, then why not make it your thing as well? And a channel called SunnyV2 did exactly this. As he has an interest in watching YouTube, so he just makes content talking about different YouTubers that he watches. And this channel has over 3 million subscribers. And again, he's just talking about different YouTubers and different celebrities. And I guess you could say just different news within the pop culture realm. But if you like to keep yourself up to date on all of that different type of stuff, then why not make your own channel about it? And you could just give your opinion on different topics, talk about different YouTubers that you like, or maybe some that you don't like. But really, it's just all up to you. So with that being said, another channel idea is just a YouTube channel talking about YouTubers. I mean, it's really kind of genius, and it is proven to work, as we can see with SunnyV2. But moving on, the next channel idea that I have for you guys is going to be having a travel channel. And this is one channel idea that has always had a demand in content. And this is one that is particularly kind of easy to create content within, as there's so much information about different travel destinations that you can find on the internet. Now, you could have a travel channel where you go to different places and record your experiences, but I do know not everybody has the ability to just drop everything and travel and spend that kind of money. So I want to throw out the option that you can totally create a travel channel without actually having to travel at all. For example, you could visit a website called US News Travel, and on this website they have a travel guides section, and you can just browse under that and retain all sorts of information on different destinations within this beautiful world. And then you can simply just jot all of this down, maybe on a Google Doc, write down different important points, and maybe expand that knowledge by searching on different websites as well, or maybe watching different YouTube videos about people actually going to these places. But make sure when you're researching different information online, you are always putting stuff in your own words. Because I would hate for some of you to get copyrighted because you don't want to just simply go on a website and then write down word for word what you have found on the website, because that is how you could get tangled up in the web of the copyright world, and I wouldn't want that to happen to any of you. Now, I found a good travel channel that is called World According to Briggs, and he has over 1 million subscribers, and he just simply talks about different travel destinations, maybe the best travel destinations, but he also talks about the worst travel destinations and why he wouldn't go there. And he's getting roughly 9 million views per month, which can be earning them around 45K in ad revenue per month, which is just absolutely insane. And with earning that type of money, then maybe you could start to go and travel to these different places that you're talking to if you'd like. But again, there is no problem with just sitting down and talking about different travel destinations, or maybe not even sitting down in front of a camera and talking about them. You could make different animation videos, whiteboard animation videos, use different stock photos and videos. There are just so many different forms of content that is possible to be made, which is what is so great about YouTube, as there is really a market for all of it. Now, let's say that you are a tech guru out there, or you just love anything to do with technology, or maybe you want to learn more about technology. As a lot of people say, the best way to learn and retain information is to actually teach information, which I do find that to be sort of true, as talking about something can help you really learn and absorb that information very well. So with making a tech channel, a good idea could be downloading a software that is called the OBS Studio. And this is a totally free program, and I actually have it downloaded on my laptop as well. But with this software, you can simply just screen record your computer screen or your laptop screen. And all while you're doing this, you can also record your voiceover on top of that. So you don't have to worry about editing any of that together, which can be helpful. Or if you just want to screen record your laptop screen or computer screen and then add on the voiceover later, that is totally fine. There are just so many different possibilities on how you could go about doing this. But you could just use this OBS software and screen record you going through different technology tutorials. Whether this be teaching people how to maybe edit thumbnails or teaching people how to work different softwares on a computer. A good example of this type of channel would be a channel called Brett in Tech. But this channel has over 1 million subscribers, and their most popular video is almost at 8 million views. And with all that being said, technology could be a good niche to go into, as there are a lot of problems to be solved within the technology world that people might want to learn about and know how to do for themselves. For example, on this channel, they even have a video on how to use the OBS software. So if you want to jump into that, you can watch that video. Now, the next channel idea that I have for you guys is making a health channel. And I talked about this channel in the beginning of the video. I didn't name it, but I said that they were making around $24,000 in ad revenue in just 1 month. And this channel is called Body Hub. And they simply compile different stock photos and videos and then just put a voiceover over these stock photos and videos and then just edit it all together. So it is essentially pretty easy content to create. Really, the hardest part of work here is just going to be coming up with different scripts and maybe researching. But other than that, that is not too much work. But some more places that you can find some good stock photos and videos for free would be VidEasy, Pexels, Pixabay, Dareful, and Motion Elements. But when you have these different stock photos and videos, you're also going to have to edit them together, right? So let's talk about different free video editing softwares that you can use. Some of these could include HitFilm Express, CapCut, Shotcut, OpenShot, PowerDirector Mobile. If you are using your phone, they have a free app. And then iMovie is a good one if you have any Apple products and if that's what you're using. Nowadays, a lot of the times our phone microphones are very good. And I even know a bunch of big channels that I personally watch. I see them always just holding up their phone, and that works just fine. But if you're looking to buy a microphone, which wouldn't be a bad investment at all if you're going to stick with YouTube, would be the Blue Yeti Nano. Or maybe you're like, hey, I do not want to do a voiceover at all, which is completely fine. You could make the investment in paying somebody else to do these voiceovers for you, and you can find these people on places like Fiverr or Upwork. And the channel Body Hub here has over 1 million subscribers as well. Now we're gonna get into our 7th channel idea, which is going to be making a slideshow channel. Now really with this type of channel, you could create all sorts of different types of content, but to actually create these videos, you're simply going to just make maybe a Google slideshow or just a slideshow of your choice and go through these slides and talk about really whatever you want, whether it be teaching about different travel destinations or talking about ways to make money online. A good example of this type of channel would be a channel called Animated Biology with Arpon. And again, you could use our friend the OBS Studio software and just screen record your slides and screen record your voiceover as well. And then you could just edit it all together and maybe cut out mistakes if you have some along the way with one of the free video editing softwares that I previously mentioned. And we know that the OBS Studio software is completely free, so it's just great because you don't have to put any money into making this type of channel at all. A tip if you're using Google Slides, there is a free extension called Flaticon. where you can utilize different animated emojis and different icons that you can place within your slideshows to make it seem a little more interesting and entertaining, and just get your viewers a little more excited and engaged overall. Because I know when I watch content online, personally, when creators throw in different videos or animations, it tends to get my attention more. So I also just want to throw in a bunch of different niches that you guys could utilize with maybe a slideshow YouTube channel or even an animation YouTube channel. But I'll just throw up on this screen some very good niches that you guys could pursue, and I might even argue the best niches. So feel free to pause and take a screenshot so you can come back to this information later, as they have a lot of demand within them. And again, they have a lot of different problems that can be solved within these niches and problems that you could provide answers to for people. And these niches have a high CPM, which is going to be your cost per impressions. But I also just want to throw in some of the niches that have the highest CPMs, which means they make the most amount of money per 1,000 views, are going to be these niches that I'm going to be throwing up on the screen. So again, feel free to take a pause and take a screenshot. But did you guys know that you could also be making more money per 1,000 views? And you could be doing this by maybe getting different affiliate marketing links or selling different affiliate products that relate to the niche of your channel. And you can find these products on places like Digistore24 or clickbank.com. And I just want to throw this out there for you guys, as you can start making money on YouTube before you actually get monetized on YouTube, which is something that I didn't know that was possible until recently, but it could be a total game changer in the process of growing your guys' channel. But if you guys want to learn more about how to make money with YouTube, make sure to click on this video next to me, as it is basically just a free course on how to start your own faceless YouTube channel. It'll talk about the best niches to start within a YouTube channel, and I know today we talked about the best niches to start within a YouTube channel, but this video goes more in depth with that and then actually talks about the type of content to create within those niches. It talks about how to hit those monetization goals and start making as much money as potentially possible. So make sure to click it and check it out, and we'll see you guys there.